So the purpose of this little film is to show you some of the features of OneDrive, and the first thing to see is that the folders themselves, OneDrive, are loaded into a browser. So this is Safari. It works very well in Chrome. It also works in some of the Microsoft browsers as well, like Edge. And you can see that this is my teaching file here. It's exactly the same as yours. So if I double click on it, you can see I've got the same file structure as you've got. And I want to start by having a look in the weekly reflections folder, which is where you'll be working later this week. If you go to autumn term, you can see that we have a template. And if you double click on that, you can open up the file. Now the first thing to do is to save that file with a different name. So you go File, Save As, save a copy online, and you can save the file in the same folder. We found last year that it's better if you give your files a number. So if we start by 19, which is the year, 09, which is the month, and today is the 9th of September, so I'll put 09. And if you put 190909 for today at the start of the file, then that will give it a unique identifier which the computer will save in order. Click Save, and you can see that it's saving it there. And now you can write and work on this file as much as you want. And it saves it automatically, so you don't have to complete the whole thing at the same time. You can't lose it, it can't be deleted. It's sitting there waiting for you to finish it, and then it's also available for your tutor to read it when at the appropriate moment. If you go back to the file structure and you choose Reload Page, when it comes back you can see that there is that particular file, and the later ones will be stored below it. Now I want to go up to the teaching folders. P1 is the first teaching folder. It's the one you'll be working on when you go into schools later in this term. And I want to go to lesson plans and evaluations. What some teachers do is they create subfolders in here. You can go new folder and create as many subfolders in there, and they put one folder for each of the classes that they're teaching. And then you can copy the lesson evaluation and the lesson plan templates into each folder and then work from within there. I'll just show you the lesson plan file, and you can do exactly the same thing with that. You call up the template and then immediately save it, and again give it a name. So I would give it again the date 190909, and then I would give it the class 8PZ, lesson plan, and then I would give it a title so you know what the lesson is about, and then you can save that, and then you can carry on working on this file until you've completed it. Again, you don't need to do it all at the same time. It's waiting for you to come back and finish stuff whenever you're ready. And if we go back up to the lesson plans folder, you can see that the file is sitting there waiting for us. And if you create subfolders, you can then either move the file into it or you can create it within the file. We've discovered that it's much better to actually create the files inside OneDrive. It's very frustrating if you create your lesson plans and your evaluations on a local hard drive and then you forget to upload it, because when your tutor gets around to wanting to look at them, they're not available, and it can actually slow down the whole process. So get into the habit, if you can, of trying to work inside OneDrive so everything is saved when you need it. Just have a quick look at the lesson evaluation form while we're here. You should try to write something in each lesson evaluation, even if you don't complete the whole form in detail. Some kind of record of how the lesson went and how it could be improved as you go along are things that are very helpful to you as you work through the teaching side of the practice. I'm going to move some of these folders and get back up to the top level. There we are. It is possible at any point for you to download the materials. So if we go back up to the top level and click that, if you go to download, you can download the whole of that folder onto your local hard drive. There it's gone, whenever you need it. So you can have local backups whenever you want them. I should say that this OneDrive is stored in the University of Bristol's file store, and it does have a proper backup regime. We'll just go to the download folder, and you can see that there is the teaching file that I've just downloaded. This will be particularly useful to you at the end of the course, when you can download what you've produced into your own hard drive, and then you can take it away with you when you finish.